All right, today we're grabbing life by the reins and diving into one of the most powerful, dynamic cards in the entire tarot deck, the Chariot. And this is way more than just a card. It's a huge sign from the universe that it's time to take control, focus your will, and steer your life straight towards a big win. So what's the Chariot all about at its absolute core? Well, it's about momentum. It's about victory. It's that key moment when you harness all your determination, all your focus, and you just break through the barriers. Think of it as the ultimate green light telling you that your own willpower is the only engine you're going to need to move forward. So, what happens when this powerhouse of a card shows up upright in a reading? Well, you can think of it as a massive call to action. Seriously, this is that moment when your energy, your ambition, and your focus are all perfectly aligned, pointing you directly at your goal like a perfectly aimed arrow. Now, what's so incredible about the symbolism here is the sheer power it represents. The charioteer isn't even holding physical reins, which tells you this is about control through pure force of will. This card is shouting victory, success, and ambition. When you see it, it's a sign that you are absolutely in the driver's seat, totally ready to take on the world. This is your signal. You know that project, that promotion, that personal goal you've been dreaming about? Now is the time to make your move. And look, the path might not be easy. In fact, the Chariot pretty much guarantees there will be challenges. But it also promises that with your new confidence and at laser focus, you will succeed. And here's the deeper secret to the card's magic. See, you've got these two sphinxes, right? They're usually one black and one white, and they represent all those opposing forces inside us, our heart and our mind, emotion and logic. The Chariot's victory doesn't come from just brute force. It comes from skillfully balancing these two energies, getting them to pull together in one unified direction. But what happens when this card gets flipped? Well, all of that incredible focused momentum can get dangerously sidetracked. It's not exactly a stop sign, but it is a serious warning sign that you're kind of losing your grip on where you're headed. And the contrast here is just wow. That focused control of the upright card, it just dissolves into a total lack of self-control. Suddenly, those two sphinxes aren't a team anymore. They're pulling you in completely opposite directions. And that focused determination, it curdles into raw aggression. And instead of overcoming obstacles, you just feel completely blocked, powerless. So here's the thing you have to remember. The energy is still there. You are still moving, but you're not the one steering anymore. Outside forces, maybe other people's opinions, or even just your own scattered thoughts are now calling the shots. You're probably feeling frustrated, stalled, and just totally out of control of your own life. The message here couldn't be more powerful or direct. It's basically screaming at you. Don't be a passenger in your own life. The reverse Chariot is this urgent plea to grab those invisible reins, get your focus back, and start making your own choices again. Okay, so that's the big picture theory of the card. But how does this whole dynamic of control versus chaos actually show up in our everyday lives? Let's break down what it means in a few really important areas. When it comes to love, an upright Chariot is all about moving in the same direction. It's you and your partner balancing your individual needs to get through challenges as a team. But when it's reversed, whoa, that energy gets impatient and forceful. You might be pushing the relationship way too hard, way too fast. The advice is simple: slow down. And it's probably time to set some boundaries. Now, in your career, that upright energy is exactly what you need to beat the competition and land that dream job. You're motivated, ambitious, basically unstoppable. Reversed, though, the ambition is still there, but it's gotten reckless. You might be steamrolling your colleagues or rushing into financial deals without really thinking it through. A much softer, more strategic approach is what's needed here. And what about health? Well, the upright Chariot gives you that amazing burst of disciplined energy to tackle a fitness goal or a health issue head-on. You feel strong, but reversed, it's a huge warning against burnout. You're still motivated, for sure, but you're at risk of pushing way too hard, way too soon. You gotta remember the lesson of the sphinxes. Balanced effort is what wins the race. So, as we pull this all together, it's pretty clear that the Chariot isn't just about winning or losing, is it? It's a really profound lesson in how you move forward on your path, using the power that you already have inside you. Ultimately, you can think of this card as a mirror. It's reflecting your own willpower right back at you. And it's asking you to be really honest with yourself. Are you directing your incredible personal power with discipline and focus? Or are you kind of letting it run wild, creating chaos instead of actual progress? And that really leaves us with one final and I think crucial question. This isn't just about a tarot card, this is about you. I want you to take a look at your life right now, your job, your relationships, your personal goals. Where do you feel like you're just a passenger? Where, in your life right now, do you most need to take back the reins?